Welcome back to Weekly Improvements. As you can hear, we have a problem. Here's what happened. At the end of 2024, we winterized the Porsche like we do every year. That meant cleaning it, inflating the tires to prevent damage from standing, and then disconnecting the battery. When the weather improved, we tried to start the car again. As you can hear, the engine wouldn't start. So, of course, we immediately started fixing the problem. This video shows you the troubleshooting process. The first thing we checked was the battery connection, which is located in the back of the trunk. All connections were checked for rust and then tightened again. After that, we tried to start the car again. Next, we checked the most important supply relays. For anyone interested, I've marked the relays I tested. The relays weren't easy to remove because they're so tightly fitted after more than 30 years, so we had to use pliers. To test the relays, we built an interesting test rig. Using the power supply, the same one I use for anodizing, we applied power to the relays and measured the current flow with the multitester. All relays switched at approximately 8 volts, which means they're all still working. This means reinstalling them and looking for the next source of the problem. After running out of ideas as to why the car wouldn't start, we searched the forum. Apparently it was the O2 sensor, which can be easily bypassed. So we located it and bridged it with a cable, then tried starting the engine again. In addition, the battery was now empty, of course. We connected the starter cables to the designated contact points in the engine compartment. We had the necessary battery power again, but the 928 still wouldn't start. The engine was turning over, so we figured it could only be one of two things. Either the engine wasn't getting any fuel, or we weren't getting any spark. So we removed one of the 8 spark plugs, and what we saw was pretty clear: dust and dry, which means we weren't getting any fuel. To confirm our suspicion, we tried starting the engine with starter spray. With the help of the starter spray, the engine started briefly. So now we know what's going on. There's no fuel coming through, but we have a spark. We then replaced the fuel filter and checked the fuel pump for functionality. But all components were fine. This led us to increasingly suspect the LH Jetronic control unit. We removed it and sent it to a specialist, who confirmed our suspicions. It was indeed the control unit. In the end, it was pretty straightforward. A hybrid component in the control unit was replaced. The repair comes with a 3-year warranty. However, the repair was anything but cheap. Repairing such a control unit costs between $500 and $1,000, depending on its condition. However, it's still cheaper than getting a completely new control unit directly from Porsche. Now comes the moment of truth. Did the control unit fix our problem? Yes, it did. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave me a comment, and I will see what I can do to help you. That was episode 11. Don't forget to like and subscribe.